Recently, a well-known comic musician from Limerick described his generation as either getting on planes or jumping in rivers. Limerick has roughly twice the suicide rate of the rest of Ireland. And in a country where mental illness and suicide is an ever-present problem, we decided to visit the Corbett Suicide Prevention Patrol, the people at the forefront of this issue in Limerick.
We kicked off is basically a couple of lads walking around in high-vis vests, getting out of their cars and working out of the boot of the car. Guys going around just keeping an eye on people that are in vulnerable state or contemplating taking their own lives. Basically turning on the radio in the morning and you'd hear a news report that someone else had gone into the river. You'd hear the helicopter the night before. I mean, it's gone so bad now in Limerick, when the kids hear the helicopter, the kids are passing comment on it. They associate hearing the helicopter in the air that there's someone in the water. It does, obviously it does go on in other cities that have rivers as well, but for some reason Limerick is up there, you know, and it's not something we're proud of. But it's something that we feel needs to be addressed, and needs to be addressed by higher up, more than people like ourselves on the ground.
It's not confined to one age group, and it's not confined to one category. You have unemployed, you have employed, youths, teenagers, seniors. It's a huge mix. The majority of the times what we find is it's family related, it's economics, job losses, breakups, drink related, drugs related, you name it, we find it. You could go 2 or 3 nights and you may not have anything. You could have 4 incidents in one night. You can't actually put a time on it. There are certain peak times that we would be extra aware of, the likes of any of the nights that the colleges would have special nights here in town, any of the clubs. Your Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas, New Year's, any occasions like that there would be a split in the family. That is what we would class as an extra strong hard area.
In 2015, we had 134 interventions. For Christmas, we do the 12 nights of Christmas. We do 12 straight nights right through, because it's a crazy time of year. It's a tough time of year for a lot of people. This Christmas, we had 6 interventions in the 12 nights. The previous Christmas, we had 16 in 12 nights. So since October 2012, we're nearly hitting 400 interventions. And of those 400, about 120, 125 of those would be physical, and we have to physically take someone down off the railings or off the wall, or hold them down from jumping the river. The rest are just talking them down, getting to know, just giving them the time for them to offload what's going on in their heads, what's going on in their lives. You pick up on things quickly. Just by saying hello to someone as you pass them, you know by the way they answer you if they're good or bad. And it's like, if we get a bad feeling about someone, we'll stall, we'll keep an eye on them, and then if we're not happy, we'll approach them, and we ask them straight out, are you feeling suicidal? Are you thinking about taking your own life? Just by saying that and speaking to them, might be the first person they've spoken to in a couple of days or a week, because they've locked themselves away because of where they're at mentally. So just by saying hello, and you'll find that as we walk around, we say hello to everyone. And people say, do you not meet the so-and-sos, the couriers as they call them, and they're the quickest ones to come up and approach you and shake your hand and thank you, because a lot of them have been affected by suicide. You know, there isn't a house in this country that hasn't been affected by suicide. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, we're doing the 4 nights now. Our aim, hopefully as we go on, is to be out there 7 nights, but that will depend on getting more numbers in.
It's all either sponsored or voluntary funds gathered by different, you can see there's checks there from different clubs, cycling clubs, golf clubs, that run events, even down to the local school. The latest one was the school.
Local school did a walk last Friday morning at 7:30, and did a 5k walk around the river just for the kids. They were covering stuff in mental health in the school that week, and the kids got together themselves and said, right, we'll do it for CSPP, and we'll walk the river, we'll do the area day patrol. And they rang us back today. They had a check for nearly €400 for us, just for a group of kids going out walking at 7:30 in the morning before school.
There's no government funding. It doesn't exist. Every item that you see here has been either donated or fundraised for by Joe Public. We've had nothing from government, either national or local.
There's an election coming up, and I've been drumming it home already to people. So look, I say, they can come knocking at your door, ask them their stance on mental health, what they're going to do for mental health. It's not just about us, it's about every organisation that's involved in mental health. There's not enough being done. You know, so it's been brushed under the carpet way too long now. We've seen so much different things in Limerick that we never knew existed till we started patrolling. Like, I mean, we've seen so many funny things as well.
Oh.
You could write books on some of the stuff we've seen. But it's such a different city at night, like any other city, you know. People haven't a clue what goes on at night in the city. At the moment, people are saying there's a waiting list for pay at a house, which it's crazy. If someone is they're that low and they can't get the support they need. No, that's not down to pay at a house. That's down to resources again and funding again. I mean, all these, again, with the election coming up, mental health needs to be priority with everyone knocking at the door and everyone answering the door. It needs to be put out there. With repeats, we could meet someone. We could take someone off the bridge on Thursday, and you could meet him again on Saturday on the same bridge or on the same side of the river, because they're going in, they're given some medication, and they're given an appointment for 3 or 6 months down the road. The likes of the politicians need to come out. They need to come out and walk the river with us and look at what we've dealt with in the last 3.5 years. But again, it's soul destroying if you come out 2 nights later and that person is on the river again and hasn't got the help that they really need.
We wrapped things up at 1 a.m. I couldn't help but feel an overwhelming sense of awe and admiration for this group, their dedication and their selfless attitude. They know the importance of their work, but they're not looking for thanks. They just want to help those who need it and create an awareness that mental health is a national problem that needs to be taken more seriously by the powers that be.